Prince Sports again, coming at you with another one.
He's got to start winning some championships, okay, at the back end of his career to really separate himself from others like yourself.
When you lose more than you win, it's like Jerry West. You know, like Jerry. Nobody talks about Jerry. He lost all those finals. He only won one. Nobody. He's not revered. Nobody says Jerry West went to 8 NBA finals. And Brian, he only won one.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Listen, you got to close the deal, or you're going to be known for the guy who didn't.
Marv, here's the scary part, though. If he plays 3 more years, right, and doesn't win again.
So if you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I'm not big on records. As a matter of fact, records are like last on my list for a player's greatness, right? There's a bunch of other things that come before that. That's like last on the list. That's icing on the cake, right? But that icing on the cake has a switch narrative to it because of certain superstars that can't win as much, that they can't value the things that actually really matter, that we've been critiquing and ranking players on since the beginning of talking about who's the GOAT from modern NBA history. Since we can't do that now because your favorite player lacking the most important things, but he's getting a lot of titles for stuff that don't mean as much. Point and taken. LeBron James hit this 40,000 point record, right? Now, one thing I don't like about records is they're made to be broken, right? And they don't stay with you forever. Somebody's always going to come along and try to take it away from you. All right? It's not an accomplishment. It's not an achievement. It's not winning a title. Those things have more value than breaking a record. Now, here's another thing I don't like about records. It don't tell you anything. It absolutely proves nothing. What am I talking about? Here's a good example. Russell Westbrook got more career triple-doubles than the Joker and LeBron James, right? So, just because he has more career triple-doubles, does that make him a better all-around player? A guy that never won a championship? Does that mean that Russell Westbrook's better than the Joker? Joker got 2 MVPs and he led his team to winning the championship. He's a winner. One guy isn't. But if you're just going by records, we have to switch everything completely around, right? Then Wilt Chamberlain, who's one of the greatest underachievers in NBA history, but there's an even more greater underachiever in NBA history, and that's LeBron James himself.
Was just about the all-time leading scorer, we would have had Kareem as the GOAT.
Right, and that wasn't the case.
Before LeBron broke his record, right. So it's not like it's an anti-LeBron thing because Kareem scored more than Jordan. Karl Malone, Kobe Bryant, they scored more than Jordan as far as total points. But we never said they were the GOAT above Mike. And so
LeBron James is the greatest loser in NBA history. He is modern NBA's Wilt Chamberlain. Plain and simple. Okay, he's the greatest loser of all time. And the fact that we have to give him a title like that, which is basically getting a pat on the back for saying that you lost. I never watched sports and congratulate a guy losing. All right? Name me one superstar in modern NBA history that has lost more than LeBron James while playing with more talent, while playing on the title contender. I'll wait. You can't say Tim Duncan. You can't say Kareem. You can't say Kobe. You can't say Steph. Only LeBron James. Nobody has lost more than LeBron James while playing with more. Let that sink in. All right? So, now that we get that out the way, here's another thing with records that don't mean stuff. Okay. Since they don't stay with you forever, they lead to stupid titles like, we're going to start naming LeBron James the best old man basketball player of all time, or the most in shape athlete of all time, right? Because he's been going on 20 plus years. So he could be like the most in shape athlete of all time. Okay. I mean, if you want to give him those titles, fine. But they don't move anything. They're pointless titles. And that's the problem with LeBron. He don't have enough of the most important stuff that we can rank him on compared to the other grades. So we have to sit down there and talk about his stats and his record breaking to try to overpower the more important things like winning. Because at the end of the day, everybody got records. You do realize there's some records that LeBron James has not broken, but other players have over him. So does that mean that they're better than him because they have better records? No. You don't use that criteria for the other players, so why do you use it for LeBron James? That's a selective bias. And it's a bias because that's your favorite player. But you know damn well, deep down in your heart, that the stuff that matters most, peak prime performance, accomplishments, and winning, are always what's valued the most. Period. And LeBron don't get enough of that. Okay? Yeah, you're the only player to have 40,000 points. You may end up getting 50,000 if you keep playing. Right? Nobody may never break that record. But hey, there's some records going on now that a lot of people haven't broken yet. Right? Or accomplishments that people haven't broken. But here's the difference. Jordan winning 6 championships always stays on his roster. It's never leaving. That's the most important thing for a player's legacy. And if it wasn't for LeBron winning even 4 championships, he wouldn't even be in discussion to be talked about for being great. You do realize that, right? So it always starts with winning. But I like how you guys switch and move the narrative to try to make up for 6 finals losses and push it over to, let's just talk about record breaking. Let's just talk about who broke a record last week. It's never been a thing that moved anything. So how can you tell who's the better basketball player just based off a record when records are all over the place and players break records every single damn year, every month, every game? Giannis may be the highest scoring Milwaukee Buck or blah, 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 right? The records are broken every single day. And this is a longevity award. And kudos to LeBron for playing for a long time. But riddle me this. If he keeps playing, but does not keep winning, but while on a title contender, that hurts his legacy. Because you can't average that and have good players around you and continue to lose. That hurts your legacy. You gotta win, especially on the back end of your career. Because you failed already too many times during your peak prime. Do you get what I'm saying? So you have to have stuff make up for it. And that's just what it is. Sports out. Peace.